Hey, I'm Tom Russell with Furniture Today, and I'm here with Jonathan Sowter, President and CEO, Vietnam Furniture Resources, and Jonathan Charles. Jonathan, thank you so much for taking time to spend with us today.
You're welcome.
I know it's a busy time for all Vietnamese manufacturers.
It's always busy.
But we're getting ready to go on a tour of the factory and appreciate you leading the way.
Excellent, look forward to showing you around.
Yeah.
So downstairs here, this is where we prepare all the information. Production makes it, but they make what they're told to make.
Okay.
And this is the department that tells them what to make.
This is engineering then?
This is engineering, yeah. So they're responsible for all of the documentation that's issued.
Mm-hmm.
So that is an example of the type of information that we're providing to production. This is for one item. All that paper is for one. It's a big item. It's a show-off item.
Yeah.
But that's all the information that we issue. The key is the barcode on everything. But there's drawings on the back and all of the routing on the front.
Yeah.
This is basically, a worker shouldn't have to ask a question. They just follow the instructions that's on here.
Yeah.
If they have any questions, they can go and look it up on some of the computer stations around the factory. But they make what they're told to make. So if this is wrong, they're going to make it wrong. So this is a very important area.
Yeah. Wow. Just for one item, though.
That's for one item. It's a big item. Normally you're looking at about that much paperwork.
Yeah. Wow.
And that's all uploaded into the ERP and distributed.
It's all very precise, though, and
it's all very technical. Very technical. Yeah, you can see all the drawings on here. It's all 3D. And, yeah, it's a big deal.
Wow.
Then through here we've got planning, material planning, production planning. So the orders come through from customer services and they come down here. Here's where we're planning the materials and so on. Human resources. Without our workers, we are nothing. So that's a very critical department.
Yeah,
HR.
sure.
Purchasing, sourcing for new materials.
Yeah.
But everybody's on the ERP.
Gosh. And when did you put this ERP in place?
We've been working on it gradually for 8 years.
Okay.
Just evolved year over year. So this is a training room.
Okay.
We can bring in 100 workers into here and train them new techniques or quality solutions, things like that. We also review product in here with customers, so it's currently set up to review some product. You can see our mission statement, core values and vision on the walls.
I'm going to get a picture of this too.
So we have a lot of meetings in here, a lot of training. Right, this is the sample workshop. So this is where we're making all our prototypes. So here we're generally making one-offs.
Oh, okay.
You know, the first sample that goes to market to get the orders. So we design upstairs there, that's the R&D studio.
Okay.
We make it here, and then we have the photography studio next door there.
Okay. And let us know if there's something you don't want us to shoot or whatever.
You're right. New sample there that's going for this market.
All right.
All these plans to come, and this market takes totally new cars, and he wants to do some before market.
Okay, good.
What is this? Is this
that's a bed? That's the footboard of the bed. There's the headboard. It's a new bed for a new collection.
Yeah, we hear you're going to have quite a bunch of collection type of.
She's been busy.
Yes, this is going to be great. We're going to do a separate story on that.
Excellent.
So yeah.
Good. So here they're obviously making the prototype and the sample. We ship that to High Point. We go through quite an interesting modeling process. We make everything in styrofoam, full size first.
Oh, really?
And then we do the whole R&D development process before we start making the actual sample.
Oh, I see. Wow.
Quite fun process.
Yeah, bet.
R&D upstairs. I'll quickly show you that office.
Thanks.
The creative side of what we do.
Yeah. So right here, what are they doing exactly?
They're drawing the new samples here.
Oh,
so they'll draw the sample first, and then once the sample's approved, they'll do all the engineering drawings.
Yeah, okay.
Also developing new finishes, developing new materials.
Yeah, yeah.
So here they're getting the drawing good enough to be able to make the sample.
Yeah, so they develop the finishes here too,
Yep.
and in terms of
Yep.
the finishes that match the wood species or
Exactly.
complement the wood species, I guess.
Developing, even searching for new materials.
Yeah, yeah. So all your design essentially is done pretty much in-house here?
We do have a few collaborations with
Yeah, yeah.
with some freelance designers, but that's new with Marco since we started working with Marco.
Yeah, yeah.
Up until that point, we've always done the design in-house.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay.
We like the new approach, working with some experienced veterans in the industry.
Sure, sure.
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see here on the wall, just developed from sketches. These are all renderings here. These are all computer renderings. You work from a sketch, make it into a rendering. From that rendering, then you make a leg.
Yeah, yeah.
You make a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
create a part of it, and you do some finished
Yeah.
panels and make a styrofoam model. There's a chair made in styrofoam over there.
Oh, let me see. Yeah.
And
So these are these all done on computer then, more or less?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
This is what these folks are doing here.
Yeah, so these guys are doing all the renderings, all the 3D visual
Okay,
stuff,
okay.
and over here they're doing the technical stuff.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so it's
Yeah, makes
separated
sense,
into
yeah.
design and pre-release.
It's like is that like the left brain and the right brain, more
It
or
is
less?
very much so. Very, very much so.
But here's where it comes together. In other
Yeah,
words, that's
yeah.
cool. Very cool.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the bed you just saw downstairs.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Very cool. So you're gonna have a bunch of different collections. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get into those details later.
Huge
Yeah,
this
yeah.
market,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah,
And the key
excellent.
really is developing new finishes. It's all in the finish.
Yeah, yeah.
The finish is such an important part of the story.
It's like a sort of a burst. It looks like a little burst where it gets darker and then
Yeah.
lighter, and the
Yeah, like
Right.
an antique.
or a guitar or something like that. I'm gonna get big guitar
Exactly.
buff.
Are you really?
Yeah, yeah.
They've got some beautiful finishes on guitars.
I
yeah.
know.
So this is
yeah.
the creative side of what
Yeah,
we do.
nice.
It's good fun, nice fun office to be a part of.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, excellent.
So John said, do you explain your drawers?
Oh, the drawers. Yeah, we've got three lifestyles,
Uh-huh.
three lifestyle brands. So Jonathan Charles Fine Furniture is the traditional lifestyle, which has this traditional drawer box. Then we've got JC Modern, which is a modern lifestyle, which has
Oh, cool.
a more modern drawer box. Whatever the veneer and the finishes on the top will be
Beautiful.
the veneer and the finish in the drawer.
Look at that certificate there too.
Yeah,
I love that. That's cool.
limited edition.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we've got our casual lifestyle, which
Yeah, oh,
is
this
more
is
casual,
awesome.
so it needs a very casual drawer box. So everything kind of fits within those three
Yeah, nice.
lifestyles.
Sure, yeah.
All the same quality, just different selection of materials and construction.
Yep. Excellent.
You'll see later in the factory we do some quite special lacquer finishes. We do a lot of eggshell
Yeah.
using duck eggs. It's a very photogenic process. That process is really fascinating when you see
Oh,
that.
yeah,
I look forward to showing you that.
Yeah. I mean, I can take a picture
Sure,
of
yeah.
this, but it's nothing compared to what I'm going to see.
Yeah.
What we're going to see. Yeah. Cool. Very cool.
Hiya Gary, you alright? Oh, the doorman.
Thank you.
Gary runs the sample workshop.
Okay. Yeah.
So we design it there, we make it here,
Yeah.
and then we shoot it in here in the studio. I'll show
Okay.
you the studio. Seems like.
Could you estimate how many different veneer species you work with? I mean,
Well, I can look in our system. It'll be hundreds and hundreds.
yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. We could say that, and
Yeah.
it'll be people will be that sounds about right.
Definitely.
This is cool.
So
Yeah.
we do all our silo shots, and then we have an area set up over here for
Go
doing
ahead.
some room
You
settings.
go ahead. You
Yeah, okay.
do what you're doing. Don't mind us. We're not even here.
So, so we design it there. We make it here. Yeah, and then we shoot it in here in the studio. I'll show you the studio.
So, we design it there. We make it here. Yeah, and then we shoot it in here in the studio. So, we design it there. We make it here. Yeah, and then we shoot it in here in the studio. So, we design it there. We make it here. Yeah, and then we shoot it in here in the studio. So, we design it there. We make it here. Yeah, and then we shoot it in here in the studio. So, we design it there. We make it here. Yeah, and then we shoot it in here in the studio. So, we design it there. We make it here. Yeah, and then we shoot it in here in the studio. So, we design it there. We make it here. Yeah, and then we shoot it in here in the studio. So, we design it there. We make it here. Yeah, and then we shoot it in here in the studio. So, we design it there. We make it here. Yeah, and then we shoot it in here in the studio. So, we design it there. We make it here. Yeah, and then we shoot it in here in the studio. So, we design it there. We make it here. Yeah, and then we shoot it in here in the studio. So, we design it there
Tony that's operating your other camera. This is his area here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cool.
And we set up mock-up rooms for hotel projects in here. We'll do room scenes in here. We'll set up room shots. So we're kind of in control of the whole process, from design all the way to loading images onto websites, invitations, email blasts.
You do like mock-up rooms for both hotels and residences, or mostly just hotels?
Mostly hotels require the mock-up, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Some service departments, which we treat as a hotel anyway.
Yeah. But you'll come in here and shoot your new items.
Absolutely.
And can you build a catalog from that?
Absolutely. Yep. Yep.
Wow,
we do
that's
it all
great.
in-house.
That is awesome.
So our catalog, which
I
is...
don't know really anybody that does to that.
Nobody's as vertical as we are.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Nobody.
cool.
So in here we're doing all the catalog layouts.
Yeah,
Have you got a catalog? And I'll show you the kind of work that they do.
Yeah, this is great.
So here we're doing email blasts in 9 languages every month.
Wow.
We're doing all the promotional things like calendars and things like that. So this is our traditional catalog. There's a modern one as well.
Oh, nice. Look at this. This is like a coffee table book.
This is 30% of our line.
Oh my God.
It's,
wow,
every
this is
photograph
awesome.
in here. That's the modern one.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
The key is to be able to tell the story. We do everything by category.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do all that in-house with our own team.
That's beautiful.
Everything.
This is great.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, this is great stuff. I mean, you really could put this on a coffee table and people would like look at the whole thing.
Everybody should have one.
That's right. That's exactly right. In every home in America.
Who needs a restoration hardware catalog when you can have that?
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, restoration who?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, this is great stuff. Yeah, thank you.
So all in-house, all very
Yeah,
vertical.
very
We're very
cool.
self-sufficient. We're kind of obsessed with it,
Yeah.
Obsessed with that, doing everything ourselves. It's
Yeah.
the passion,
Yeah.
Controlling the quality of everything you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, some more new samples here.
Oh yeah.
Angela's new creations.
Teamwork.
Yeah. That's great.
Now the next bit that you're going to see is, to me, one of the most fun bits. My background is wood. I went to university, studied wood making and woodwork and all that kind of thing. Cabinet making. The next building you're going to see is metal.
Oh, okay.
This is where we make all our own hardware, all our own metal, and that's something we've had to go out there and learn. It wasn't in our DNA as a company. We've had to go out and learn all those techniques.
How long have you been doing your own metal?
For 13 years. Within a couple of years of having the company, it was such a pain to try and source the hardware in the small quantities that we needed. So we decided after a couple of years we'll just do it ourselves. It's easier that way. So it's something that I'm personally proud of because we've gone out and learnt it the hard way.
You went outside the box.
We did.
No
totally.
pun intended, but
No,
outside
absolutely.
the box.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And it's become a real asset to the company, the fact that we do all these things ourselves.
Yeah.
If you're a designer for an OEM company and you visit our factory, they've never seen anything like it.
No.
They can do anything here, anything. Right then, so we've got to follow the
thank you.
health and safety, please. Can I give you them? Thank you. So we literally make every hinge, every handle, every caster, every lock, every key.
Wow.
That's white brass.
Oh my God.
White brass. It's not stainless steel, that's not being plated, that's solid white brass.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
Let me get a picture of this thing.
There are a few factories in Vietnam that, or in Asia really, that are doing this level of quality on hardware.
Yeah, yeah.
So you see here she's working on the barcode scanner. Everything's got a barcode.
Yeah.
So at any time we know where everything is in the factory, so we can
yeah.
control everything in the factory that way.
So what does that? Where does that go on? What would that be?
That's got a glass ball in there. It's a glass, and it's got a wooden leg coming up here.
Oh,
We've got a console table,
It's
side
basically
table.
okay.
It's a table leg,
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
So you'll see, I mean, these are OEM pieces. That's for EJ Victor.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Century mirrors, Baker table bases.
Yeah.
There's everything in here for all sorts of different
Is
companies.
it okay if I shoot this?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. And what would you call that? That's like
That's a gallery.
Gallery, okay.
That's a gallery, yeah.
Yeah. Is that brass or what is that? Is that brass?
That's brass. That's actually brass, yeah.
Nice.
It is unusual to find a furniture company that does everything like we do.
Yeah.
You know, it's that. Mr. San, our foundry manager.
Hello. How do you do? Hello, nice to meet you.
Yeah, that's JR. Whether it's a simple hinge that they're fabricating or a handle.
Yeah.
Even a screw.
Wow.
Make our own screw.
Are you kidding me? Wow.
No.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we really do make everything.
Wow.
People say, why do you make your own screw? And really, the basic answer to that is because we can.
Yeah.
So, and because, you might need a special screw just for one function and then you make it.
Yeah. I mean, do you make all your own screws in here or just...
Not all of them, the special ones. I would say about 30-40% of the screws we'll make.
Yeah.
Key.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
He's assembling a lock there. He's putting a lock together.
God. Wow.
So I don't know if you're familiar with how hardware is made and some of the very technical side of casting.
Mm-hmm. Not much.
So this is lost wax casting.
Okay.
So lost wax casting is basically the technique where it's a jewelry making technique.
Yeah.
So all of the wax and the ceramic that we use, we buy from jewelry manufacturing suppliers.
Oh, okay.
So if I want to make 100 of that key, I have to carve the original in wax.
Yeah.
Then I make a mold of the original.
Yeah.
And I inject wax into that mold so I can make duplicates.
Yeah,
so if I need 100 of that, I need to make 100 at this stage.
Yeah, oh, I
Right.
see,
Then I dip it in ceramic liquid and then coat it with a fine ceramic powder and then ceramic liquid again and again, and it just gets thicker and thicker. So you see at this point here, you can see the wax on the inside with this thick shell of ceramic around the outside. This is called ceramic shell casting.
Oh.
So you got the shell of ceramic.
Yeah.
Then you put it in the oven and the wax will melt out. So you lose the wax, so it's called lost wax casting as well. So you de-wax, then you fire in a kiln, very high temperature, the ceramic, and pour the molten liquid, the molten metal in there.
Wow.
And that gives you one key, and you have to do that 100 times if you want 100 keys. Because you have to smash that ceramic off to get the component out.
Wow, that's something else.
There are cheaper ways, there are quicker and lower quality ways, but that's the Rolls Royce of casting right there.
Wow, wow.
And everyone you see here is making the wax components. These are real artisans in here.
God, yeah, yeah. Jeez, look at this.
So basically, that's a ballerina slipper that we're going to cast in bronze. But if I scratch that on the bottom with my fingernail, that scratch will be in the brass when it's finished.
Wow.
It picks up every detail.
Gosh.
This has got to be cleaned up yet. And it's a jewelry making technique.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
In the whole world, not much factories still have this technique, still doing this.
No, no, this is something else.
See, yeah.
So as Marco investor, we appreciate all this value.
Yeah, my gosh.
Look at all that detail there.
Yeah,
That becomes a little bronze ornament. Of a rhino.
Wow, that's amazing.
Every little detail.
Gosh, it's just like. I think the last place I saw anything remotely like this was in Cebu.
Yeah, that's right.
At Maitland Smith.
That's right. Well,
Yeah, yeah.
and there's
Wow,
a
look at how fine that is.
furniture handles.
God, that is gorgeous. I mean, just the yeah, this is a real. I mean, this is real artisan.
The nice thing about this is when you design a piece of furniture, you can design the handle, you can design the hinge, you can design everything at the same time to be unique and all made in the same factory.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So here's the ceramic. So that's what it looks like. Oh, do you want to do it? There you go. So he'll show you how it works. So that's the wax already put together on a tree. And he'll dip it in the ceramic. This is the fine, very, very fine ceramic.
Oh yeah.
The other ones there are thicker, but this is the first layer, and it's very important to get that first layer.
Yeah,
because that picks up all the detail.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because that's really where the form is. In other words,
Exactly.
you want to get
Everything
that.
else, you're just adding strength to it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Wow.
And then he coats it with this machine here, and that just has a curtain of ceramic powder that will stick to that wet ceramic.
Yeah. So that's wax on, or what's on
That's
this?
wax with
ceramic
With
on
ceramic.
it, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a ceramic slip.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh
And
my
then that's
gosh.
the ceramic powder.
My God. This is like.
It's a very high quality technique.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow.
This is normally a whole other business. You know, you just visit a foundry that makes hardware. But
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
just
yeah.
a part of what we do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There you go. You can
Oh,
see the
yeah,
detail.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then it goes in that room to dry.
Yeah.
Stays there one day. Then
Yeah.
you do it again. One day. Do it again
Yeah, yeah.
until it gets thicker and thicker and thicker.
Yeah.
People just see a handle on a piece of furniture and they have no idea how it's made.
No, I know, I
You
know.
and
That's
I'd
amazing.
love to educate everybody on the amount of work,
Yeah.
craftsmanship that goes into making just something as simple as a handle.
Yeah, yeah, really.
So the ceramic gets thicker, the powder gets thicker, so that's
Yeah,
thicker
yeah.
than the other powder.
Yeah, yeah,
And then the
that's
next
it.
one is even thicker again, so you're just
Wow.
adding strength to it.
How old are these techniques? I mean, how many years has this stuff been done?
This is not new technology. This is
No,
old,
I know.
This is old technology. Some
yeah.
of the casting techniques date back 2,000 years, 3,000
Yeah,
years.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Egyptians were doing sand casting, you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's got the wax inside there. These
yeah.
have all got the wax components. What happens now is we take that and we put it upside down in that yellow vacuum chamber, and that puts steam and a vacuum, so all the wax melts out.
God.
So then that's then emptied of wax.
Yeah, I see. Wow. Yeah, yeah.
And it looks like that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So there's no. It was before wax all the way to the top.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
that's been emptied.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
Then it goes in that kiln there,
And you'll fire it up to 1,100 degrees, and that will fire the ceramic really hard. So it's like a teapot at that point.
Wow.
You can use it as a teapot.
Wow.
You've made a ceramic component. Whilst it's still hot, it has to be hot, glowing orange, red hot. You then pour in the metal.
Oh,
if this cools down and you pour the metal in, it'll explode.
Oh, really?
It's called thermal shock. Because a cold mold, it's like pouring a red hot cup of tea into a nice cold glass. It will just shatter the glass. Well, this will just explode. So, and then you wait for it to go cold, and then you smash the ceramic off. It's a fantastic process.
Yeah, it
really is.
I mean, that's something else. God.
It's quite simple in principle, but there's a lot of science behind it.
Yeah,
and a lot of technology.
for sure. Yeah.
Similar technique using plaster for big components. You pour the metal into there. Now this is simple, and when it comes to doing projects and value engineering to come in on a price point, forget everything you've just seen, because that's quite expensive. This is efficient. This is sand. It's a special type of sand. I relate this to like a snowball. You got good powder for making a good snow for a snowball and bad snow. Powder snow, when you compact it, it falls apart. That's no good. But really good compactable snow that makes a really good hard snowball. This is really good compactable sand. Natural sand. Natural sand. And you're basically compacting sand around the mold. You lift the mold out of the sand and you've left an imprint. But there's a restriction on detail. There's a restriction on the design that you can do. Whereas there's no restrictions over there. But value engineering, this is much cheaper to do this process. Thousands of years old, that technology.
I was Horizon Home. They manufacture down in Mexico, and they use that type of sand technique because it's basically rustic wrought iron. Look
all day long. That's where it's strong.
It's interesting.
And then we fabricate from sheet metal to things like that. Components for lamp shades. And then we also manufacture our own resin components as well. Again, value engineering sometimes is necessary to use resin to reach a certain price point or solve a certain technical challenge. Developing new surface textures. New textures for surface, things like that. Part of our R&D process.
Very cool.
It's a fantastic thing to have at your disposal. A foundry, you can do anything. So here you see workers just looking up on one of the computers that we have, many computers scattered around. And the workers are coming and looking up information. Instead of asking a question, they can just go and find the answer to it themselves. On the ERP.
It's something else.
We'll see that later. We'll be eating in there later.
One more?
Yeah, we'll go up to COM1 now.
COM1.
Primary cutting, veneer, marquetry.
Okay. Good.
So you've seen the metal, you've seen the samples. Now I'll show you where all the wood production's made.
Okay, thank you.
So this first building you see takes the raw material and makes it all the way through to what we call a final carcass, which is an ITW in the white carcass, no finish, no hardware,
Yeah.
and so it's raw material to a piece of furniture with no finish,
Okay.
and that's building one. So
Okay.
you see a different colour uniform. Every building's got a different colour uniform, so they're all
Oh
identified
yeah,
by
yeah.
the
I
building.
see. Yeah, yeah.
Workers also, we have a different hierarchy. So you see this guy here with the white sleeves, the grey sleeves.
Yeah.
He's a team leader.
Yeah.
He's a regular worker. The guy in the grey shirt there, he's on probation, so he's been with us less than 4 months.
Yeah. Okay.
So we can identify new employees.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody can kind of pay extra special attention, help them if they're doing something wrong,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
So we've got a very clear hierarchy
yeah.
on the factory floor.
Yeah, yeah.
So veneer is probably one of our core competencies. You know, if you say what do you do that's really special, I would say our veneer work is quite outstanding.
Yeah, yeah.
And we've got 6 different techniques for pressing veneer here, all in one area. So this is our panel processing line, this side of the building
Okay.
here. They're just preparing the veneer for laying up in this high pressure press.
Okay.
We've got radio frequency press, cold press, vacuum press, feed-through press. There's so many different pressing techniques, so we are really specialists in pressing veneers.
And what is this press called?
That's our 5-ply press. That's for pressing crotch veneers,
Oh yeah. Okay.
for laying up crotches.
Echo in here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mahogany.
Mahogany, yeah. Mahogany and burls, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
High pressure, high temperature press.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Right then. Oh yeah, so you can see some marquetry detail here.
Oh my God.
So here you can see, oops, careful
That's
there.
right, yeah, that's right.
So on this panel here you can see some of the things that they do. They're taking a raw material, cutting it into small components and then inlaying those components into the panel. And then that's what the panel looks like when it's done.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So it's quite a transformation from that and that.
Yeah.
To that.
Oh my God. Jeez. Yeah, this is. Yeah, is this crotch mahogany
This
here?
is crotch mahogany with mother of pearl inlay. It's actually a combination of veneer and mother of pearl. There's 4 different types of mother of pearl on there. One of our biggest challenges, this is all very traditional, it's a traditional technique and it's used a lot on traditional furniture like this over here and this here. One of our biggest challenges has been trying to find ways to use this craftsmanship on modern furniture.
Yeah, yeah.
And we've come up with some really cool designs, I'll show you some later. And that's been probably my biggest personal challenge over the last 10 years is how to use traditional techniques on something that's more relevant to today.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the sand, yeah, I'll show that, yeah. So we make our own stringings, all the little decorative lines that you do, we make all those ourselves.
Wow.
We really make everything.
You really need to have patience to do
Yeah,
all this.
yeah, so
Yes,
it's
yeah.
interesting. Notice, look around, there's no guys in here, it's all ladies. Guys are useless at this process. They've not got the patience to sit down and do something that's very fine detailed and spend the next 8 hours just doing that.
Wow.
They all start texting and chatting and wandering around with the ladies, just so patient. And
Wow, that's something else. Wow.
so you're asking about rosewood earlier. That's a rosewood veneer that we use. Santos rosewood.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous. That's beautiful.
This is a beautiful veneer.
Yeah.
You know, Bill veneers.
Oh yeah.
So there's no limit on the veneer that we can use because we're importing it all. We can import from the best suppliers anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
You like this technique?
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah. So this technique is very traditional. This goes back hundreds and hundreds of years. 300-400 years ago, the original antiques, they would shade the veneer. Today, people cheat, but we do it the traditional way, where you heat sand. So that is sand, fine sand. You heat it on a plate.
Yeah, yeah.
And that sand then will transfer the heat to the veneer and burn it. But because because it's on a spoon, in the center of the spoon the sand is this thick, on the edge of the spoon the sand is that thick, so there's different amounts of heat, so you get graduated burning, so it gives shading. Now these days people hand paint that in or use a soldering iron and burn it. This is the traditional technique.
Oh my God. And what do you call this again?
Shading.
Shading.
Shading, so graduated shading using traditional hot sand technique. Furniture restorers, antique restorers, they still use this technique, but in production, no, this is too high skilled. It's, people just get a paintbrush and fake it these days.
Yeah. That's amazing. God.
It's a great technique.
Yeah, it's really something to be said for that.
You know, it's a part of our story. That,
Yeah, indeed.
you know, we make furniture the way the antiques were made.
Yeah.
Okay, we may be using MDF and some modern machinery, but the basic principle behind what we do is very, very close to the original antique.
Yeah. And you must have studied this over the years.
Yeah,
I mean,
this is all I've done since 12 years old.
Oh my God.
So I went to the best university in England for furniture.
But you knew, like at an early age, there's not too many people that know that.
It was the only thing I was better than everybody else in my class, in my year group. I wasn't an academic, but I was making chairs at 12, 13 years old, and all my friends were making like a chopping board out of one piece of wood, and I was making
That's
furniture.
like the thing I did, yes.
And it's the only thing I was better than everybody else at. You just stick with it, and I love it.
Yeah. Excellent. That's really cool. My dad, from a young age, was passionate about ships. Everything having to do with the sea.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what
I like boats.
Yeah, that's what he made a career of.
My dream when I retire is to build a wooden boat.
Is it really? Oh my God.
Build a wooden, because I love wood and I love boats.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Jonathan, can you explain how all this process you could do yourself?
Yeah, exactly. So everything that our workers are doing, I can do. I am a furniture maker. I can use that machine, I can use that machine. And I think that's a part of the reason why we don't get strikes, is they know I'm no different to them. I don't eat in a separate canteen with all the fancy food, I eat with them. I can do the same job that they can do. You know, they see us as very equal.
Yeah, fine.
And they know I love Vietnam. They're very proud people. And so you can see we've got the high-tech equipment, we've got all the technology for doing the volume, the hotel projects and things. And I think our sweet spot is understanding the balance between where to stop the technology and bring craftsmanship, and where to stop the craftsmanship and bring the technology. That harmony between the two. Because obviously, at the end of the day, it's still got to be the right price. If we just stuck to everything being handmade, we're going to price ourselves out of a commercial market in the US. So we have to reach a certain price point without compromising the integrity of the craftsmanship. We have a really good balance at that.
So you said the sweet spot is where to what again?
Where to stop the technology and make it by hand, and where to stop making it by hand and bring in the technology. Where to harmonize the two so that you bring the efficiency. So we have the computer CNC carving, but we also have the hand carving. So you'll do 70% by machine, and then they'll do the last 30% by hand. Just to make it authentic, just to bring the fine detail to the carving. Most companies will do 100% on the machine, and that's it. We talked about me being able to do everything that the workers can do. This I struggle. I can do it, but I'm very slow. They carve all day long. They've been carving, you know, his father will have been a carver, his grandfather will have been a carver. He's come from a carving village. He's a carver, you know.
That's, wow.
It'll take me a week to do something he could do in a couple of hours.
Wow.
We don't train this skill. We can't train this skill. This is the only skill. Veneer marquetry, we train. They didn't even know what veneer was when they joined the company. We trained them. Here, they're born into carving. You know, their parents are carvers. They live in the carving. We actually have to train them to be an employee. That's the difficult thing here. Traditionally, they'll work in a village. A company will go out to that village and say, I want 1,000 legs. How much from you? And then they'll give a contract for 1,000 legs, $2 a leg. And they'll just carve as many legs as they can. They'll work for 6 days flat out, and then they'll sleep for a week until the next contract comes along. So that's piecework. We don't do piecework. They're on a salary. But they've got to turn up at 8 o'clock in the morning. They've got to apply for days off. You know, they've got to behave in a certain manner as an employee. We have to train them to be an employee. Everybody else, they know how to be employees. They've worked in other companies. But the carvers, they're used to doing what they want. Oh, well, I'm tired today. I'm going to stay at home. Well, you need to apply for a day off. You know, you're an employee. You know, companies have to function in a certain way. So the difficult thing with these guys is to train them to be an employee. But carving, they know more about carving than you'll ever meet anybody. It's amazing.
Wow.
Best carvers in the world in Vietnam.
Wow.
So the technical department will print the template, they'll cut out, and they'll start chasing it, and you know that's just kind of the process there. Very simple, simplified.
Yeah.
So we talked about value points. So here's our point system that we have.
Oh, okay.
It has no meaning to the workers regarding money. But it does to management. We know one value point equals this much money. So that's our system that we have. Every hour the output has to be, you know. This we learned from Marco. So basically, if they do their job well, this part is like Legoland. You know, they're just putting components together, put glue on, and it's we've de-skilled this process by investing in technology in that process. So the more accurate the components are, the easier it goes together. So here's where we assemble it. Very basic, very simple assembly. This should be pain free if the components are right. When I walk through here, I'm looking for people with a saw or a chisel because that means they're changing something. And I run over there. I want to know what are they changing? Why didn't they make it correctly over there?
Wow.
You know, sanding. We call this the first part of the finishing process. Is the sanding process. Basically, what this building makes is that it's a finished piece of furniture without any hardware, without any finish on.
But really, the engineering and everything that goes into this is people don't realize how extraordinarily complicated it is. I didn't until I tried to hang a door one time. I'm telling you, man, I had to hire 2 guys to get that door right,
Well,
I mean, just to get the
1,700 guys to get that furniture right.
It's like,
So this building 2 now, we take that finished, that assembled ITW carcass, so we put a finish on it, put a hardware on it, put it in a box and ship it from this building. So this is where it all starts to come together now and look like a finished piece of furniture. We have 2 finishing lines. One is the special line, special finishing,
What's the other one
which
again?
requires all the hand finishing lines and things like that. The other one is a conveyor line. So it's a regular conveyor line. Because some finishes just can't be done on a conveyor.
how many different types of finishes? I mean, can you count?
Thousands.
Okay.
Certainly over 1,800 finishes that we have in the company. And these here are the most interesting ones. That is a duck egg.
Oh my God, yeah, you were telling me about this.
That is a duck egg.
Oh my God.
These are duck eggs that have been stuck to furniture. This technique just blows my mind. I love it because it's a Vietnamese technique. It's something they've taught me. A lot of the other processors, we've taught them. It's the way we did it in the Western world, and we just teach them how to do it.
What is this one?
Oh yeah.
Eggshells finished.
That's eggshell. With a
Eggshell. It's
lacquer.
eggshell. Yeah.
So I'll show you a panel. Go over to that panel there. I'll show you how it works. It's a simple technique. Jack, up there.
Look at these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you start with the plain component.
Yep.
Then you start you put a little square of lacquer down, and then you stick the eggshell to the square of lacquer.
God,
Then you paint the lacquer over everything, and then you sand it.
Yeah.
So that's been sanded flat now. The lacquer's gone into all the cracks, and then you sand it flat. I think you just polish and sand and polish and sand. You can do different
oh my
colors,
God.
different techniques.
But what gets the circle in the middle is the sanding.
Yeah, so the eggshell is curved like that.
Yeah,
If you sand through it, you reveal a circle. You reveal an oval as you sand through the
That's
shape of the eggshell.
Unbelievable.
It is unbelievable.
That's a correct. I was wondering how are they going to tell me this works?
Yeah.
Yeah, fascinating.
So that's one piece of eggshell.
Yeah,
and this-
yeah.
Because it's got the curve, when you sand through it, you
Yeah,
create
yeah,
a
yeah.
circle.
Nice.
And you got the lacquer.
It makes it easy to get that. You
Yeah,
know,
it does,
the
yeah.
shape.
Yeah, it does, yeah. Yeah, the
Oh my
ducks make
God.
it easy.
They do. Thank goodness for the ducks.
And it's duck egg, not chicken egg. Chicken eggs are too thin, duck eggs are thick. It has to be duck egg.
Wow, wow. That's cool.
But there's a coffee table completely covered in eggshell.
Good grief. Well, I'm telling you, it's something else.
Yeah. See?
You got like a winner here. You have a
That's-
winner.
Yeah, that's why we invest here and
Yes,
see
yes.
the value of this factory and
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
In the other factory, they probably bigger or newer, but this is something and you just can get from others.
Yeah.
The order?
Oh, yes. Thank you. Yeah. Wow.
Thanks, boss.
Oh, thank you.
So here you see chinoiserie, gilding, all the gold leaf on these cabinets, all done
Wow.
by hand here.
Beautiful, yeah. Gorgeous. It's just like real artwork.
I mean, those birds there, they're painted by hand.
Yeah, this is great.
Like you say, the Maitland Smith factory of 30 years ago, 20 years ago. Paul was my mentor. And we're still close.
Yeah.
He's proud of me.
How old is he now?
Paul now is 10 years younger than Buddy Sherrill, and Buddy Sherrill I think is 92, so he's 82.
Yeah.
I think he's 82 or 83.
Wow. Is he still in Cebu or where is he?
He's in Thailand now. He went back to Cebu, now he's back in Thailand.
Okay.
But he's retired now. He's
Yeah.
designing a little bit for himself, but
Yeah,
not
yeah.
a lot. Yeah, he's very proud of me.
That's
Lots
good.
of people have left him and done their own thing, but nobody's been as successful as I have been.
that's great.
And keeping the same values that he has about craftsmanship and detail.
Yeah, I mean, this is just like, I mean, you could see it's like in the DNA here. I
Yeah.
mean, really.
And that I learned from Paul, really. Paul was my mentor.
Yeah.
Great guy. Really
Yeah.
great guy. Just been added to the Hall of Fame, Furniture Hall of Fame
Yeah,
this year.
it's about time.
Yeah.
Are these mirror frames?
Yeah, mirror frames, different
Beautiful.
mirror frames.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a half of a mirror frame.
Yeah.
We do gilding in here, silver leaf, gold leaf.
Yeah. Nice.
In here's interesting. So here we're taking silver leaf and gold leaf and applying it to clear glass to give a decorative detail called églamisé.
Yeah.
And you see it quite a lot now, but we've been doing it from the very beginning here in Vietnam.
Yeah.
It's nice decorative detail.
Yeah, beautiful. What's the difference between that? Is something called decoupage or
Decoupage is gluing on cutouts of printed or painted paper onto furniture.
Yeah. This is a little more.
This is sticking silver leaf on the back of glass.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna get a shot of this. I first learned that term from not Chaddock, but the one that was
Ferguson Copeland.
Ferguson Copeland. Yeah. Years ago.
Well, I was at Rochdale Spears then, and we were making for Ferguson Copeland in Rochdale Spears.
Oh, were you? Yeah. So you developed the Theodore Alexander plant first and then Rochdale Spears?
Yeah.
So what year would Rochdale Spears have been?
2002.
Okay, okay.
I was there until 2004, then I started this. So I was there 2 years.
Yeah, so I visited them the year after you left, 2005.
Right.
And it was right when they were talking about doing an expansion at that point.
That's right.
Yeah. So anyway. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that tomorrow to see the
It's huge.
yeah, I got to believe it because
You know, they went a very commercial route.
yeah.
If I was a smarter businessman, I'd have done the same thing. But I'm passionate about furniture. Jeff's passionate about money.
Yeah.
You know, making for restoration hardware was his decision, and we got approached, and I turned it down because I was kind of worried. We'll go down this way first, and we'll see the conveyor line.
Yeah.
I was kind of worried that if we started making for companies like Restoration Hardware, that they'll just bombard us with orders.
Yeah.
And we won't have time to make all this beautiful fine furniture. We'll just be making very general furniture that am I really proud to, you know, am I proud to make that? You know, it's commercial. It's,
right.
And you know, we want to do things that are high end and that we're proud to put our name on. Here's the conveyor line.
Okay.
So 80%, 70%, 80% of our product goes on the conveyor line.
Okay.
20-30% goes on the special finishing line.
Yeah.
So you can do 3 containers a day off this line easily. So this is Mr. Twin. He's the manager in this building, been with me since day one.
Okay. Hello. Nice to meet you, sir. Nice to meet you.
So he's in charge of this building.
Okay.
He's an outstanding finishing guy, and does a good job. So this area here is the final QC area. So this is where everything's inspected. Inspection station 1 and 2. You got all the computer stations. Everybody in yellow is a QC inspector, and they check it before it goes in the box. So this is the last stop.
Okay.
You can see pieces like that.
Oh yeah.
That's a caracol piece.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
Caracol signature.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Nice piece.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Very difficult to make.
I bet. Yeah. So, caracol signature, is that Jonathan Charles?
That's Jonathan Charles.
Yeah.
So that has the
Nice.
traditional draw box.
Is this like oak or what is
That's
this?
oak, American oak.
Beautiful. Oh my God, that's a beautiful drawer right there.
That's a traditional English draw box.
God, yeah. Nice.
All that detail on the inside. The 2 screws we make.
Yeah.
Make those crazy
I
screws.
love this. It just
That
has
is
a
a
lot of-
beautiful drawer.
Yeah.
No metal draw runners on there. That's all wooden, traditional draw construction.
Yeah,
But look,
yeah.
It's not dropping. It's not sagging.
I mean, look how smooth this is too. It's just like
That's
like
how
butter.
draw should be.
Yeah,
If you know
yeah.
how to make furniture well, you don't really need metal draw runners.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was going to ask you. So caracol signature's the top, caracol, right?
Yeah.
Top, yeah. So is that, in other words, so would you make the other caracol at the other factories then, or is that you would make any other caracol here besides signature?
For here, it's mainly focused on the caracol signature.
Signature, yeah.
For TC and part of Starwood, and our plan is make the caracol classic.
Oh yeah,
The
which is
main
one
line,
step below. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So what is this here? Is this
It's our Marco black label for China
black label?
market.
That's what I was
very
thinking. It
high-end.
looked like Marcor.
Very
I
high-end
remember.
Marco brand.
Yeah. So yeah.
That part is also use the eggshell. You just see it's that white one.
Oh yeah. So Marcor black
Black label.
black label. Yeah. Okay.
That's the Marco high-end line for China
So
market.
you really have So you're really able to use this facility
Yes.
for the Euro. Yeah. For high-end. Yeah. That's great. Look at this. Oh my God. That's beautiful. Is that the one they were taking a picture of before?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, you can see actually eggshell.
Yeah. Let me see this.
Also get very
My
contemporary.
God, yeah. Wow, that's beautiful. Yeah. So for the China market.
Yeah, and this all made in the metal part which you saw, and this all made here. All this glass.
Oh, yeah,
Glass,
beautiful, yeah.
All this little.
Yeah. Look at this. Yeah, nice
Buffing,
stuff.
polishing.
Yeah. So what's that? They put like a special polish on that?
Yeah, it's a compound. It's like having your car detailed.
Yeah,
they put this
yeah.
special compound on there.
Yeah,
We use the
yeah.
exact same chemicals that you use on your car.
Wow.
And it gets a really high sheen.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, is this a piece for bear?
Is this?
Jonathan,
Sorry.
this is a bear.
That's
right?
for Jerry Bear, yeah, that's for
Jerry Bear.
bears
Oh,
in
nice.
Florida.
Yeah.
So we've developed a collection proprietary just for him with Jonathan Charles.
Well, that guy has got some good taste.
He knows his market, let's put it that way. Yeah, he
Yeah.
really knows his market.
Yeah, south panel.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Wow. Yeah. Look at all this.
So just when you send a panel to a customer, the customer wants a panel, it comes in these little envelopes, that are all nicely
nice.
branded and
Nice
just
layer.
that, we want that to even be a nice
Yeah, yeah.
experience, it's
Yeah,
part
yeah.
of the branding. And
It's like a fine chocolate or something.
exactly,
you know?
yeah, exactly, yeah. I'd be disappointed because I'd prefer the chocolate than a piece of wood, but
No, that's cool though. Very
Yeah.
cool. This is great. I mean, it's just like soup to nuts. I mean, it's like everything is here.
yeah.
I mean,
No, everything. We're totally vertical.
Now,
We're totally self-sufficient.
Kaiser's going to tell me about how vertical they are, and I'll say, well, you guys are good, but
No, they're a different business, a different
I know,
market,
I know.
and they do a great job,
yeah, I know.
They do an
I've
awesome
seen their, yeah, they do. I know.
But we've got nobody to blame if we do some. If something's wrong, it's our fault. We can't blame
Yeah.
a supplier or a vendor. It's our
Yeah,
fault
yeah.
because we do everything.
Yeah. I like this because you can see some of the wax on, or some of the polish on there, you know,
Yeah.
and what it looks like. Yeah, God.
And this process, not many factories go to this level of detail of the hand rubbing and all the buffing.
Yeah. Now, did you always used to use the buffing machines or not?
Only for certain finishes. A lot
Okay.
of finishes we do the hand rubbing like this.
Yeah.
Antonello, our head of QC,
Hello, Antonello. Tom. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
furniture today.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. It's nice to be here. Thank you.
You all right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's Italian. He's a really good guy.
Yeah.
He was born in a furniture factory. His parents owned a furniture factory in Italy. And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, really, it's just furniture made the way furniture should be made.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science, and we're not
Yeah.
trying to reinvent the wheel. It's just how I believe furniture should be made, without compromising, without cutting corners.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there that can make those compromises and cut those corners, but there aren't many factories that can do what we do. We even make our own boxes. Going to see our cardboard box making? I've got a funny story for you.
Yeah.
And you can't probably write this because it's Alex Shuford, the owner of Century,
Yeah.
A3. He comes and visits, and he says, we just bought a new packing machine, $1 million, CNC.
Yeah,
Cardboard goes in one end and boxes come out the other end. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And I said, $1 million, really? Come with me.
Oh, that's
And I
funny.
showed him my machine
Yeah.
that I bought 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I paid $1,000.
Oh my
And it's
God.
made every single box I've ever had.
Oh my God.
This machine here. This made every single box we've ever shipped.
I
And we've
gotta see this.
shipped hundreds and hundreds of thousands of boxes. It cost me $1,000 15 years ago.
God.
And we screen print all the boxes, we make all our own boxes.
Yeah.
And Alex has bought this machine for $1 million. He stood here and looked at that and he went, I'm not talking to you.
It's funny.
But it's, that's the difference between
Yeah.
making in North America and making in Asia. I've got one, two, three, four, 5 guys here making boxes. He's got one guy operating a CNC machine making boxes.
Yeah,
The difference is in the cost of labor.
Yeah.
And even when that cost of labor goes up as it is in Vietnam, it has to go up a long way before it's worth me spending $1 million on a CNC machine to replace 4 workers. That's
Well-
made every single box I've ever had.
God, that's wild.
Never broken down, never let me down.
Jeez. That's cool. Something.
His face was fantastic when I showed him it. It was very funny. Yeah, so here we make everything from the box, screen printing,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And then the finished goods warehouse, loading the containers out there, and out they go.
Yeah, very good.
So as a factory, it flows really nicely. This is a U shape. Materials coming in, going down building 1, comes across, goes out in a box there, and then the foundry feeds components in, and the sample workshops separate and independent,
Yeah.
everything.
Wow. Yeah, something else.
So here's our
Oh, what's this?
humble little upholstery department, really.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We can upholster a container of chairs in here a day if we need to.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
These are some Jonathan Charles beds, caracol beds,
Mm-hmm.
dining chairs. We're doing some sofas.
Caracol signature.
Yeah.
That's caracol.
Yeah. Oh, here's a whole bunch of them right here, yeah. Yeah,
You
yeah.
can see here we're also making our own lampshades.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yes, oh my God. Look at this.
So the traditional hand-stitched lampshades
My God, that's a process there.
really is.
Jeez.
Do all the UL lighting and everything.
Yeah.
And the way we approach lighting is the same way we approach furniture. Beautiful finishes, combination of materials. We make everything there except that component there that we buy, 'cause that's the electrical bit. That we buy. Everything else we make on there. 100%. Eggshell. Veneer marquetry with all the sand shading on the veneer.
Oh my God, this is, wow. Yeah, that's cool.
So everything. Upholstery, lighting, foundry, you've seen the lot.
Yeah.
Now that's a furniture factory.
Yeah.
And that's the full tour.
Thank you. Oh God, this is great. Wow.
Air conditioning.
Yes, indeed. That's what a blessing. We take for granted.
Yeah, VFR. Some of
Yeah.
the collections on the wall.
Yeah.